Good afternoon all. Now I am continuing my video lecture based upon a database management system. Now my topic is on concurrency control. Concurrency control is a management procedure that is required for controlling concurrency execution of the operation that takes place on the database. Before knowing about concurrency control, we should know about concurrent executions. Concurrent execution in DBMS means it is a multi-user systems. Multiple users can access and use the same database at one time. Which is known as concurrent executions of the database. It means that the same database is executed simultaneously on the multiple user systems by different users. While working on database transactions, there occurs the requirements of using the database by multiple users for performing different operations, and in that case concurrent executions of the database is performed. This thing is that simultaneously execution is performed should be done in interleaved manner, and that no operation should affect the other execution operation, thus maintaining the consistency of the database. Thus making a concurrent execution of the transaction operation that's occurs several challenges problem that needs to be solved. Problems with concurrent executions are: in database transaction there are two main operations are read and write operation. So there is a need to manage these two operations in the concurrent execution of the transactions, or if these operations are not performed in an interleaved manner and the data may become inconsistent. So the following problems occurs with the concurrent executions of the operations. Problem 1 is last update problem, W conflict. This problem occurs two different database transactions performed the read and write operation on the same database items in the interleaved manner. So that is concurrent execution. We are having an unmute the playlist, and then we are going to load video in the full screen manner. And then I am having another example is consider the below diagrams with the two transaction TX and TY are performed on the same account A, but the balance of account A is $300. Now we are having a transaction TX and T1. By the first time of T1, the read the account of A, and then we are going to transact the $300. So the from A account. So A account minus 50. And then the next transaction TY read A account, and then add 100 into an A account, and then write of A, and then transaction Y also it is a write of A. This is a last update problem. At the time T1, transaction TX reads the value of account A, that is $300 only read. At the time of T2, transaction TX detects 50 from account A, and that becomes 250 only detected and not updated and write. This is an write operation, and then after the write operations, then update the read operations. And then another problem is dirty read problems. Dirty read problem occurs when one transaction updates an item of a database and show how the transaction fails, and before the data gets rolled back, the updated database items is accessed by another transaction. There comes the read and write conflicts both transactions. Same example here. By this we are using a server down and then rollback operations in the dirty read problem. And then another problem is unrepeatable read problems, also known as inconsistent retrieval problems, that occurs when in transaction two different values are read of the same database items. So if you are having TX and TY in the transaction, but their values will be different from the same database. This is an unrepeatable read problems. And then concurrency control means concurrency control is a working concept that is required for controlling and managing the concurrent execution of database operation, and then avoiding the inconsistency in the database. For maintaining the concurrency of database, we have the concurrent control protocol. Concurrency control protocols ensures that atomicity, consistency, this is having an ACID properties, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability and serializability of the concurrent execution of the database transaction. Therefore, they are having three category of protocols: log based concurrency control protocols, timestamp concurrency control protocol, validation based concurrency control protocol. These are the concurrency control operations with the three number of problems with the three number of protocols will be happening in the concurrency control problem. Thank you. Thanks for watching.